In this video, I'll show you how to make an oval piece in Tunisian crochet. You'll need sock weight yarn and a B-size hook. Begin by loosely chaining 9. For the foundation row, we'll be using the seeds or the humps that you find in the back of the chain. Go into the first seed and pull up a loop. In Tunisian crochet, it's not necessary to chain 1 before you begin. Pull up a loop in each seed. You'll end up with 9 loops pulled up for a total of 10 loops on your hook. Also in Tunisian crochet, it takes 2 passes to complete 1 full row. So now I'll show you a normal close. You'll yarn over and pull through 1 loop. Then you'll yarn over and you'll pull through 2 loops. You'll continue pulling through 2 loops all the way to the end, and that is a normal close. For row 1, we'll begin with an increase. Go between the first 2 horizontal bars, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Leave that loop on your hook. For a Tunisian simple stitch, which the abbreviation is TSS, we're going to just be using the front of the horizontal bars. So slide your hook into the front of the horizontal bar, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Do that 8 times. We'll end with another increase between the last 2 horizontal bars, and then the last Tunisian simple stitch, you need to get the 2 strands on the end, and that will give you a nice edge going up the side. That counts for 11 stitches, but you'll have 12 loops on your hook. Now for the close, a normal close again. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop, then yarn over and pull through 2. Repeat pulling through 2 all the way to the end. For row 2A, you're going to begin with an increase. Go between the 2 horizontal bars, then a Tunisian simple stitch. Use the front of the horizontal bar only. Another increase between the bars, and then you're going to do 8 Tunisian simple stitch. To end the row, you will do an increase, a simple stitch, an increase, and then a simple stitch getting the 2 strands on the edge. So you should have 15 stitches or 16 loops on your hook. Then normal close again, yarn over, pull through 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Continue pulling through 2 all the way to the end. Begin row 3 with an increase, and then you will do 14 Tunisian simple stitch. An increase and a full loop simple stitch will end your row. Then go ahead and do a normal close. Row 4, begin with an increase and then do 16 simple stitch. When you get to the other edge, do another increase and a full loop simple stitch. I'd like to share something. The saying righty-tighty, lefty-loosey helps keep Tunisian crochet's tension even. When loading loops, the hook moves a lot on the right side's edge, so keep it snug or tight. And when closing, try not to pull on the left side or you can lose your left edge. So keep it loose. I hope that helps. Finish row 4 with a normal close, and then for row 5 there are no increases, so it will be straight 19 Tunisian simple stitches, and you will close it with a normal close. For row 6, begin with 1 increase and then do 18 simple stitch. When you get to the other end, you will do 1 more increase and then 1 simple stitch in the full loop. Close that row with a normal close. Row 7, there are no increases. It will just be 21 simple stitch and close with a normal close. For row 8, repeat row 7, which is again no increases, 21 simple stitches, and closing with a normal close. Row 9 begins with an increase, and then you will do 20 simple stitches. End with an increase and 1 simple stitch in that last loop. Normal close. For row 10, begin with 1 increase, do 22 simple stitch, end the row with 1 increase and 1 simple stitch. That will count for 25 stitches and you'll have 26 loops on your hook. Do a normal close. Rows 11 through 17 are all the same. There are no increases in these rows. So all of the A rows will be 25 simple stitches, and all of the B rows will be normal closes. Row 18, 25 simple stitch. Up to this point, all of the closing rows have been normal closes, but we'll be decreasing now, and the decreases happen on the closing rows. Yarn over and pull through 2 to decrease on the left edge. And then continue to do a normal close in that you yarn over and pull through 2 all the way until you get to where you have 3 loops on your hook. To decrease the right edge, pull through all 3 of those loops. For row 19, skip the decreased stitch and go into the next horizontal bar for a simple stitch. Do a total of 22 simple stitches. At the left edge, skip the decrease and simple stitch in the last full loop. For the close, decrease by yarning over and pulling through 2 loops. Continue pulling through 2 loops until you have 3 loops left on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 for a right-sided decrease. For row 20, skip the decrease, do 19 simple stitches, and then skip the decrease on the left side and do 1 simple stitch in the last full loop. There are no decreases in this close, so do a normal close, yarn over, pull through 1, and then yarn over and pull through 2 all the way to the other end. And for row 21, do 21 simple stitches with a normal close. Row 22, you'll do 21 simple stitches, and when you do the close, you'll go ahead and do a left decrease by yarning over and pulling through 2. Continue to close until you come to the last 3 loops on the right side, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. For row 23, skip the decrease and do 18 simple stitches. When you get to the left side, you'll skip that decrease and do 1 simple stitch in that last full loop. You'll finish this row with a normal close. Row 24, 19 simple stitches. For the close, go ahead and decrease left and then continue to close until you get to the last 3 loops. Yarn over and pull through those last 3 loops. Skip the decrease and do 16 simple stitches. When you get to the left side, skip the decrease and do a simple stitch in that last loop. To close, decrease left, continue to close until you get to the last 3 loops, and then pull through those 3 loops for a right decrease. Row 26, skip the decrease, do 14 simple stitches, skip the decrease on the left side, and do a simple stitch in the last loop. Do a double decrease by yarning over and pulling through 3 loops on the left side. Continue doing a normal close by yarning over and pulling through 2 until you get to where you have 4 loops left on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. Skip the 2 horizontal bars from the double decrease and do 10 simple stitches. On the left side, skip 2 more horizontal bars for that double decrease and simple stitch in that last loop. Do a decrease left, continue to close until there's 3 loops left on, yarn over and pull through those 3 loops. Closing off is just like doing slip stitches, so skip that decrease, go into the horizontal bar, pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook. Go into the next horizontal bar, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. You should do 8 of those, skip the decrease, and then slip stitch in the last loop. And then we have finished our oval. To give it a nice even edge all the way around for all our increases and decreases, go ahead and chain 1 and do a single crochet in each row end all the way around until you come back to that first single crochet or chain 1, fasten off, and there you have it. Look for the next video on how to do the scallop edge around your oval piece. Thanks.